Joining us in studio are Singularity University's Regina Njima, the head of its Global Impact Competition, and faculty member Eric Rasmussen, as well as Nick Walker, the winner, who has his PhD from the University of KwaZulu-Natal in Pietermaritzburg. Nick was chosen from 40 applicants for this Singularity University program. Well, first, Regina, tell us, this is quite a significant event that this competition is happening for the first time in South Africa.
Yeah, it's very exciting for us because this is the first competition that we're having in Africa. And the goal for our Global Impact competition is to foster cool, innovative ideas within regions and identify the best candidate for our Global Solution Program. And one of the things that you are able to achieve in South Africa is the other winners for the competition, the other finalists, will also have a chance to work in the incubator and continue to implement their ideas.
And Eric, you've been around for a long time. You've had a long career in a variety of industries. What is your perception of the quality of South African innovative thinking and African problem solving?
It was very exciting. We've had an opportunity at Singularity to see a number of people come in from around the world, and when they arrive at Singularity in June, they are a level of maturity that gradually changes over the course of the summer. That's the point of the exercise. But what I saw in the 10 contestants yesterday was as strong as I've seen for that first day for those that are selected globally. So it was a terrific collection of people that showed up yesterday.
And the problem-solving ability, how do you find that amongst the candidates?
We look for a lot of different skills. We ask that the people that come in expect diversity, anticipate diversity, take advantage of diversity, and take advantage of collaboration. So the ideas that we saw, as Regina mentioned, were coming from people who were technically very sophisticated, people who had very good environmental understanding, had looked at the global grand challenges that we care about and integrated them nicely, and all of them had an overlay of exponential technologies as the root of the problem solving they wanted to do.
We've had Peter Diamandis, one of the co-founders of Singularity University, on the show before, but just remind our viewers what the process and the projects of SU are.
Sure. So when we look at the ability for computers to get faster and faster and faster, we find that all of the technologies that take advantage of computers also get better and better and better. So that might be space or nanomaterials or synthetic biology. There are a number of things that kind of go along with that increase in computational capacity. What we now thread all the way through Singularity University is an understanding that there are global grand challenges that need to be addressed, and that if you have computational capacity improving, and you have exponential technologies riding that wave, and you have global grand challenges that need to be solved, we can now spend 10 weeks exposing, for example, Nick, to people who are the absolute best at many of these things and help him understand what kind of collaboration is possible, building on the shoulders of giants, old and new.
So Nick, tell us a little bit about your big idea that you're going to come back and start researching once you've got this groundswell of information and expertise.
The idea stems from obviously the massive problem of HIV and AIDS in South Africa and Africa, and the experience that I've gained from Next Biosciences, which is a stem cell storage company, led me to sort of identify the need for a storage bank. Once there's a hell of a lot of fantastic work going on around the world looking at cures for HIV, and there's going to be a desperate need for a stem cell bank to store these and dispense these, and using fantastic technologies that have only been around for the last, I'd say, 3 years, such as CRISPR-Cas9, the possibility for a cure for HIV and AIDS is getting closer and closer, and so that need for a stem cell bank is also going to come into the spotlight.
There's obviously a lot of work that still has to go into that, but just talk us through your thought process around how you think the stem cell bank and the technologies you're looking at will help solving what is a monumental crisis for everybody.
Well, I think the starting point, and it's something that hopefully Singularity will be able to expose me to, is the ability to network with these fantastic scientists who are doing some of the most incredible work in the world, and be able to use expertise from a number of different people in a collaborative sort of environment to get everybody working together towards setting up something that could potentially impact the lives of billions of people.
And that's obviously the point, isn't it, Eric, of Singularity University, to get, you know, as much of this technology and this brain power together to solve these very big problems.
That's exactly right. We go through a selection process around the globe where we hold that, as Regina has mentioned, a number of challenges, select the very best ideas, like Nick's, and bring them together in a place where they begin to work together very long hours every day of the week for 10 weeks, learning a fantastic number of things, but also recognizing strengths and weaknesses in each other and building teams that then help an idea go forward without necessarily having an individual trying to do anything, but having a team go forward.
So just tell us a little bit about the process that you've identified that you want to build on.
Well, the process that I've identified as, and it's certainly not my identification, but there's a protein which is expressed on the surface of cells, which is, there are two proteins in fact, CCR5 and CD4. And there's some people in this, in the general population that lack CCR5. It's a genetic mutation, naturally occurring, and they have an immunity to HIV, and it's an inherited immunity. Now, with fantastic developments in CRISPR-Cas9 technology, which is a tool that allows scientists to edit the genomes of living cells, it's become possible to start editing in that mutation, which allows CCR5 to be excluded from the cell surface and makes the cell immune, therefore, to HIV. And there are teams all over the world that have identified this and are working on it. And as I said, this collaborative environment that we'll hopefully be able to build from Singularity would hopefully be able to bring everybody together in setting up a functional bank.
Well, there you have it. This is just a fantastic thing. Well done, Nick. This is your first interview. You can thank your lucky stars. Aki Anastasia wasn't here. But good luck, and good luck to Singularity University. Keep up the good work.